Hi there, welcome back to the White March in Pillars of Eternity. On the highest difficulty, we're here in Gref's Rest, and yeah, we're resting a bit from all the difficult conversations, because we can now look into like everyone's soul, and that's pretty interesting. So we're doing that, and we can level up now, because we're gaining a lot of experience doing that. That very interesting thing. So, our chanter, bard, whatever, our defensive bard. What should we raise with her? Well, either athletics or survival, I guess. And I think this time we might go for survival again. Just maybe going for a second round of survival things. So, we're getting a new phrase for a song. With all your strength, slay the beast. That's the Dragon Slayer thing, right? Because dragons are beasts in this game. 20 accuracy and 30% damage. That sounds good. And all allies receive more endurance from healing effects. Wow, 100% healing. I like that. That's more flexible. I'd like to take that. Let's take that. We have a lot of good healing effects with our priest, and pretty cool, pretty cool. So now our wizard. What will we increase here? Probably nothing yet. We'll wait for a while. Mechanics doesn't help us anything. No stealth. Law would maybe survival for another round, but nothing here. So let's go next. Spells. Wow, we're at level 8 spells. That looks crazy. Minolettas. Usually I love Minolettas. Let's see how that goes. What is that? The piercing sigil. Aha. So when someone strikes us, the sigil retaliates and pushes the target back and leaves them stunned. How long is that? For 31 seconds. Then pushed and stunned for 2.3. That's pretty good. That is a buff, right? And it doesn't discharge, so it's quite powerful. It's powerful enough. Then we have the wall of many colors. Red, green, orange, blue, indigo. That's more a fun spell, right? Uncontrollable. The wilting wind. Raw damage, leaving them weakened. On anyone in the area, though. But what an amount of raw damage. That's pretty crazy. The superior elemental bulwark. Wow. But only for the caster. The wizard. My god. Yeah, the wizard will survive. What is Kalakot's freezing rake? A lot of freeze damage. Weakened, hobbled. Looking good. So, is that a cone or something? Caldebald's black bow. What is that? Wow, pretty good corrode damage. An interesting war bow. But I'm not so much for the bow. Major Grimoire imprint, yeah. What foe target steals 3 spells of level 7 or lower for 93 seconds? That's interesting. I'm all for Minolettas, because we're collecting Minolettas. And then I think I'm a fan of the wilting wind. I think that's cool. Let's take that. Then spell mastery. Oh yes, now. What are we taking very often? Probably Minolettas concussive missiles, right? That would be good. Essential Phantom would likewise be good. But that is even better, I think. You want that in every fight, usually. Whereas you start off with that thing. 30 seconds, and this has... Yeah, I mean... What should we do? Well, let's take the Essential Phantom, and I love that spell, so let's go for that. Shouldn't be too bad, right? So, and now. Whom did we not talk to yet? Oh, the cook. Out of jam again. What a disaster. Also, have you noticed here? They have chicken here, like fried chicken. It looks like fried chicken. What I also wanted to do is go down in the cellar and ask the people there. Maybe we'll find some more interesting souls there, even. You can meet very interesting characters in here. That's for sure, and we're hopefully going to get them. Gamblers. A lot of gamblers. Has he replaced his traps? No. But here, Tin Lake. What can I do for you, Ogre Slayer? Fancy a roll of the dice? Not really. We will read your soul instead. For a moment, your senses are overwhelmed. There are fumbling hands at your belt, and your own low laughter in your ears. Your shoulder is jammed up against the cabinet, and it rattles every time Britwin leans down to kiss you. Britwin. There is a sedate pleasure to the memory, but nothing in it has much to do with the battery. All right. Farewell. Farewell, then. We'll go outside and look for other old souls connected to the battery. We have found a winner here. And this old winner is cleaning the place, cleaning Grave's Rest. And she's got a soul that is closely connected to the battery, but we suspect we will lose the ability once we've solved the quest, so we want to experience all the souls because we're so terribly curious about the people that live there. There's also another soul of that old dwarven woman, and we could also ask her, but she has a violent soul. And that might lead to problems, aka her going mad, and we going to have to kill her, which we don't want, of course. So we'll go over to Thirsk. That name. The poor villagers freezing. The hunters not freezing. And the old man whose son became a werewolf. Have you seen the story? It's some episodes back. In case you haven't played it yourself. I think it's a pretty cool story. It's terrible for him though, for Thirsk.
Welcome. Have a seat by the fire if the cold's gotten into your bones.
Oh yes, let's read your soul, man. Thirsk's soul is a vibrant, stolid thing, and as you reach out for it with your senses, you see your breath begin to fog in the air. You find yourself far above the ground, wedged into the juncture of two branches. The moonlight is bright upon the snow, and in the distance your quarry steps out onto the ice, as if onto an illuminated stage. Still your breath and draw back your arrow. Warmth bleeds back into your limbs, frost and snow giving way to the smoky interior of Thirsk's home.
Welcome. Have a seat by the fire if the cold's gotten into your bones.
Wow. That is crazy. So that's how he feels.
Welcome.
All the world is just a stage, and all the men and women merely players, it seems. That old hunter. So he wants to play his part more than living his life, probably. And now, who is there? Iduran. Yeah, there's also that other dwarf near to the temple of Ondra. Yes. Oh, you don't have a soul, Iduran, do you? Longwatch Falls. What was there? Like a watcher here? I'm not sure. No, no one is watching the entrance. Go down to the temple. All are dead inside, I guess. There's Easter. Let's talk to her too.
I hope you've had some luck, and do take care with that device. It has a few rather delicate components.
Well, I didn't find any ore deposits, but I did find this.
What? So it works? What a day! But why these gems? I didn't think the device would be able to pick up a new model. Fascinating.
Yeah, we brought you some Adra.
I have to study this further, but all the same, it worked! At last! A breakthrough! With that Adra to work from, I can refine the enchantments. We'll be digging up iron, gold, Adra, all of it!
Well, we could give her the gems. These gems look pretty valuable. But we're rich now, so we're not as benevolent. I mean, we already helped her. So here you are.
This is going to change everything. Oh, and I won't leave you empty-handed, of course. Here, I had this set aside for supplies, but I don't think I'll be staying in Stalwart much longer.
White Adra gems. Yeah, we've gained some copper.
I won't forget all you've done for me. They'll hear about this back home, I promise you. Who knows? Perhaps they'll name the next battery after you.
No worries, no worries. So, the sacred instruments are found. You're sure we cannot rid your soul?
This is going to be fantastic. Just wait till they hear about this back home.
Seems like yes. Is there anyone alive still in there? Or are there new priests now? That would be fantastic too. Let's see, I think there was an unfortunate incident where the priests of Ondra were really like thieves. And murderers. Or trying to be murderers, but they tried with the wrong people. No one here anymore, it seems.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
I love that music with the bells clinging. Now, if it gets repetitive, it's somehow unnerving. But for a little bit, it's very, very cool and enchanting. So, more people here. Let's see. I mean, she's recruitable, but for the sake of roleplay...
Doesn't smell like fish anymore.
Alright, we cannot do this with her. Yeah, we have to go to the fishery, I guess. Russet wood, we cannot go there. Yeah, let's go over to the fishery, find out about that strange fisherman. And then let's talk to Winner again. The stalwart fishery. Yes. So who is there? Oh, are we there at night again? What is there to find? Adra's bracelet. Bracelet is comprised of many small interwoven beads and is held together by a fine silver clasps. Together the beads form a stylized image of mountain peaks. Oh no, that's Adra's bracelet. We'll take that. You reach into the barrel and find a bracelet. A thick aura of essence clings to it. Fresh with memory, you feel yourself drawn into it. In the memory, you stride into the fishery. The floors are swept clean, but the wood is still splotched with snowmelt and fish guts. A man hunkers in the corner, his head nodding forward, as if in sleep. He looks up drowsily as you approach. It's Grinde. His face is youthful but sallow, and his hair hangs in stringy locks. You feel a pang of anger and pity at your brother's debauchery.
Arda.
His voice is little more than a croak.
It's past midnight.
Your throat feels tight. Grinde wipes at his nose, then examines the mingled blood and powder on the back of his hand. He shrugs. Your fingers clench around coarse, thick fabric. Your father's best wool cloak, tucked under your arm.
Go! To raid Ceres, or Defiance Bay, or fucking Air Glonfath. I don't care!
You hurl it at the ingrate huddled on the floor. He picks up the cloak and looks at it with the same sort of dull wonder. He wipes his nose on the lining. A sudden rush of fury leaves your limbs weak and raw.
I'll tell them. Mayor Sina healed. The neighbors, everyone.
You force the words through your teeth.
About what?
He mumbles, churning his words from a morass of snot and saliva.
The stealing. You think I haven't noticed the money missing from the fishery coffers? Or heard Tana talk about losing a golden duke?
You whisper, afraid even now that someone will overhear you. The words scorch your throat.
You can't be found when there's work to do. And every time those merchant wagons roll into town, you've got coin enough for a few bags of ripple sponge.
No, it's not.
Grinde rubs his red-rimmed eyes. Your own grow warm and blurry.
Stalwart tolerates your sponge habit, but they won't abide your thieving.
You touch your bracelet, a gift from Mother, plucking at the beads.
You won't.
He rises steadier on his feet than you would have thought.
I will.
You stride toward him. I wouldn't have shamed Mother and Father while they was living, but I won't let this keep up. Your anger swallows the last of your pity. Anger at him for putting you in this position, for doubting your resolve, for failing to see. You're close enough to smell his stale, sour breath when he pushes you. You fall, watching his widening eyes at the ceiling, spinning into your vision. Isn't this just like him? Grinde with his fool tantrums, never thinking of anybody but himself. And now you're going to be nursing a headache for a week. Just goes to show you can't help some people. But you remember him too, your baby brother, running through the snow, slipping, falling on ice. And you're slipping, falling, and there's a table behind you, but it shouldn't. The memory ends abruptly, jolting you back into the present with your heart hammering, your palms sweating. There's some kind of dark secret here. The fishery door creaks open, and in walks Grinde, staring at you and the bracelet in surprise and outrage. His face drains of color.
You take shelter in our village and then ransack it like a common thief? You better explain yourself.
His voice shakes, as do his wide, squared shoulders. Well, we're going to leave Galvino out of this. You're the one with explaining to do.
What's that supposed to mean?
You killed your sister, Arda, right here in this room. He opens his mouth to reply, but the words catch in his throat. The guard next to him stares at the bracelet, recognition turning to horror.
It was an accident. I was a failure and a wretch then. But I never would have killed anyone. Least of all my own kin.
He turns his gaze down, offering his apology to his own clenched fists. We'll listen to him. We'll listen out his story.
I gave her body to the lake. But I kept her bracelet. To remember the cost of my own weakness.
He's still only about himself. My god, he loosens his hands and stares at the emptiness in his leathery palms.
I ain't asking for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve any. My penance is my work on behalf of the village. And they need it, truly. You've seen the shape this place is in. Have mercy on Stalwart, if not on me. Let me do the work Arda would have done. That's my debt to Stalwart, and the only fitting way to honor my sister.
He looks up at you, his eyes bright and clear. We'll play this on himself somehow. Like, look at yourself. You're a wreck. Keeping this secret has taken its toll on you. Do you really want to feel this way?
I'm thinking I could get by this way. But I guess you're right. It's time they knew the truth about me.
He turns to leave, looking back at the fishery one last time. And he's gone. Oh my god. Yeah, well, he might have been a good man, but we haven't attacked him. He could leave. He could leave. Oh man, that drug lord. He has done a lot probably for the village, but now not anymore. It's not... Now, was this good? I'm not sure. It always feels like in this game you can only make mistakes. Sometimes. So there's Sahua. Let's go to Renegades' house again. Tell her about the guy. About the old fisher. And his crime. Killing his sister. My god. Have to inform Renegade about this. It's such a tough thing that he killed someone. I mean, he has to leave this place. It's just too much.
You've been busy since we last spoke. I want to thank you for what you've been doing for Stalwart.
Well, good. Good, I guess. Farewell then. And you, man?
Something else you need?
Not really.
Something else you need?
Maybe about
the only thing
Berrigan?
folk here haven't tried. Killing one more matron won't change things for long.
Shakes his head.
Besides, her clan's flames that whisper. The one that attacked us was...
They're cut from the same cloth, Aldrich. Only a matter of time before...
Alright, that was nothing new, so I'm cutting this short. We should definitely go back to Gref's Rest and... yeah, if there's nothing more to do, we'll speak to Ordwina, or how she was called, but next time. We're just going to get there now. And see if we have not looked at everyone. If we have, yeah. There's something left to someone left to ask. Because I don't really know. In this game you always discover something new. Oh, winner. That was how she was called. Oh well, screw it. Let's do it now. Let's ask her now.
Something I can do for you?
No,
Halfling's got me straightening the rooms.
let's do it next time because it's too late for me now. I really should sleep. Now this will be probably taking us somewhere where we cannot return for another at least 15 minutes. So thank you for watching. We'll see each other in the next episode where we'll uncover the secret of Owinna and maybe of Durgan's battery. Happy gaming to you and have a good time until then.